It is Jasmine and Madeline here back again at We Are Washington, and we have something really exciting coming up that we want the whole community to be there for. Mr. Brandon Saho is coming on tour. He's doing 30 states in 30 days, and Texarkana is one of his stops. So it's going to be the Mental Game Tour. It is a presentation, a seminar all about mental health, and it's geared towards students, athletes. All ages are welcome, and Maddie, I know this is something that we both talked about today, but we are super excited for this. It's very important. I think that, as ex-athletes and as ex-students, this mental health seminar is going to be something that's really important that students in our area hear.
Absolutely, Jasmine. Like you said, we both played sports, and here in town locally at Pleasant Grove High School, where we graduated from. And I know that, sports have always been a big part of my life. I know they've been a big part of
Mm-hmm.
yours. My dad used to just provide a plethora of quotes about how important the mental aspect of life and sport can be.
Right.
He used to say mental is to physical as 4 is to 1, meaning that it carries so much more weight. And it truly does. That is the truth. I think that as an athlete, you oftentimes use that as the only part of your identity, not even just as an athlete. That's with any hobby. And that can be a very dangerous thing because that's where you
Mm-hmm.
place all your worth. So, knowing how to balance the mental aspect of it and how it can build your character and be so important in building relationships and a variety of other things is important to balance with the sports part of it. So, I'm so excited for Mr. Saho to come and visit and get to speak to these kids who will be so well influenced by what he has to say.
Right, and he actually was a sports reporter in the NFL and in college. So he has been surrounded by athletes probably most of his life, and I think that's why he has such kind of a grasp within what this means to our youth and our community. And I don't think that mental health gets talked about enough, especially to kids in high school and middle school, when those are most of the time the people that are suffering the most. I think
Absolutely.
people forget that whenever you're that age, your emotions are so high and you don't always know how to deal with them. And so it's important that we have people that aren't just your parents or your school teachers that can influence these kids and teach them or give them certain scenarios or a look into their struggle with either suicide or drug or alcohol addiction that they just need someone to talk to them. And I think
Absolutely.
especially Mr. Brandon Saho being an ex-sports reporter and then now being a mental health advocate, he is that perfect plug between our youth and not even sports, just students in general,
Yes.
to be able to have this conversation, especially here at We Are Washington. It's going to be in our gym. We can fit over 100 people in there, and this is an event that we want to see everyone in the community at. Coaches, if you're listening to this at the schools in our community, bring your athletes there. We want to see you there. Bring your whole team. It is a free event for all ages geared towards middle school and high school students. Bring your family, bring your kids, your wife, your brother's kids.
Yeah,
Bring anyone and everyone because this is a conversation that needs to be had
it is.
that, is, again, it is free.
It could be life-saving.
It could be,
Doing this
yes,
could
it could be
save
life
someone's
saving.
life.
And all it takes is putting your kids on a bus carpooling and bringing them to the We Are Washington gym on January 30th at 6 p.m. to have that conversation with Mr. Brandon Saho. You can find all the information on the We Are Washington Facebook page. We have an event created. Go and share it. Invite all your friends on your Facebook and tell your coaches at your school. Parents, reach out to your coaches, your superintendents, your principals, and make them aware that this event is happening on January 30th. I think that's a Tuesday at 6 p.m. at We Are Washington,
Yep.
1900 Marietta Street.
I'll be
Marietta
there.
Street. We'll be there, and we would love to see all of y'all there. And we're just really excited and thankful for this opportunity.